Hi everyone and welcome to the making of for the next Visual Wizards short film. It's 11 o'clock on Friday night. I'm talking quite quietly because everyone in my family is in bed. So I thought that seeing as we promised to do some documentaries about how we make the films and stuff, that I would just kind of film the whole process. I'm going to plan it today so that I'm ready. I'll get up early tomorrow and film the whole thing and then spend the rest of the day editing. Okay, so it's now actually a week later than the last video. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that we decided to actually postpone the film. So I uploaded a behind the scenes, like a bloopers video of the last few films we've done, and so we postponed it to this week. So me and Cameron are around to film this one. So this is the visual effects that I've been working on so far for this one. So I'm going to show like a breakdown of the stuff I've been doing so far, and then in a minute I'm going to film some green screen stuff. Okay, so voiceover time. Right now what you're seeing me doing is keyframing the rotation of the helicopter rotors, so I'm putting in keyframes, animating them to rotate realistically. Now here I'm actually texturing the helicopter, so for example the different parts of the helicopter were already assigned materials when I downloaded them because I downloaded the model, but I had to figure out which ones are which, so I changed the colour to all the blues and greens and purples that you're seeing now, so I could work out which bits are which, and then after I knew which ones they were I applied the photo textures like here, so you can see I've actually applied the helicopter material to the chassis of the helicopter, or the fuselage I think it was called. Now here I'm actually creating normal maps. If you don't know what they are, it's basically making a 2D image have a sort of three-dimensional look to it, so generating like bumps and divots in the actual texture itself. So it's quite complicated. You can see on the right here there were a lot of nodes back then when I was showing it, but basically it's a feature in Photoshop that you can do, and as you can see it looks very cool, and that's the finished version there. Then this is in After Effects. I'm combining all the different render layers that I rendered out of Blender, and you can see I added the reflections and stuff, which is very, very cool. And now I'm adding a sun in, which is an optical flare, and just kind of positioning it to make it look realistic, and that's all the compositing. In between editing I actually try and take breaks, and when I'm not looking at the screen I try and train myself to do a handstand, so this is what I was doing at the start, and by the end of it I actually managed to do this, which is quite cool.